Hey everyone, my name's HarryAtomic, and in this video we're going to be looking to see what you guys think of the Xbox One Series X. Xbox Series X! Oh, I keep saying that wrong. Oh, clearly this is going to be eventful. So for this week's Community Day question, I asked you guys about the Xbox Series X. I still have to stop myself and make sure that I say that right, because I keep saying Xbox One Series X. It's too confusing. Then the main reason why I asked about this was 1, because it was brand new, 2, because of all those sweet search results, and 3, because I put out a video talking about what I think of the Xbox Series X, and you guys sounded off in the comments so much that I think that it would only be done justice by a proper Community Day video. So the question that I asked was, it's Xbox Series X hype time. With the first images of the Xbox Series X being shown this week, it's time to get the community's take on Microsoft's new flagship console. What do you think of the Series X? Now, the results here were pretty staggering. I mean, I expected a lot of people to dislike the console. I think it's mainly because that's mostly the comments that I was seeing on the other video. However, it seems that the majority of you guys actually like the new design, and everyone else is kind of just split between not liking it, not caring, or just totally hating it. But as always with Community Day, the real truth lies in the comments, so let's dive down and see exactly what you guys had to say. Andy Gibbs said, delighted with the design, as it will mean it will fit beside my original, my Crystal, my 360 and my One without needing a new shelf. Just hoping the rumours of complete backwards compatibility of thousands of games is true. Definitely a big selling point for me. To be honest, they could have called it anything, I'd still want it. That's pretty much my thoughts as well. I like the idea of having the console like sitting upright beside my TV, and I'd definitely be able to make some space for it. Although I can see how some people would kind of not like having to lay it on its side. But yeah, the backwards compatibility is the biggest selling point for me. The fact that they actually quantified it by saying like thousands of games makes me think that pretty much all of the Xbox games that have been released, or at least most of them, are gonna be compatible with this system. Things like that kind of outshadow the name for me. The name is definitely a confusing factor of the console, but the fact that they're throwing so much weight behind backwards compatibility, and hopefully they're gonna announce some good games for it, will mean more to me than the name. But anyways, on to the next comment. The next comment comes from 8bog, who says, I like the look, but I think the name is dumb. Xbox Series X just sounds like you could easily confuse it with the Xbox One X. I could not agree more. I've mucked that up about 2 times so far in the recording of this video. I can't stop saying Xbox One Series X. It slips off the tongue way too easy. And in saying that, I think that is going to be a problem come next year. Whenever this console's launching, there's going to be 2 types of people that are going to be buying it. There's going to be people like us who follow Xbox news, and we know all about it. We know what it looks like. We're pretty up to date on all things Xbox. But the people who I'm really concerned for are the people who are buying this console for someone else. Like, if a kid wants it for Christmas next year, I think the parents are going to have a real tough time trying to distinguish exactly what they're buying. I used to work in a toy store around the time of the Wii being launched, and hearing people coming in and trying to explain what their kids want and making sure that they were getting the right thing. Like, I didn't even know if they wanted a Wii or a PlayStation or an Xbox or a DS, or I had no idea. People just described kind of what they thought they knew, and I can't imagine how difficult that's going to be whenever the names are so ambiguous. I mean, we already have examples of this happening in the game industry already. Like when the Wii U launched, a lot of people thought that was just a tablet add-on for the Wii, and so they just decided against it without even knowing it was a new console. And I mentioned before about the new Nintendo 3DS, like I didn't even know that was a new console until I saw like the Wii C stick. I just thought it was another special edition DS. Ultimately though, it only gets even more confusing because Microsoft have come out again and said that it's not called Xbox Series X, it is called just Xbox, but it's the Series X, and they'll probably have different ones, so I'm assuming they'll come out with a Series S or a Series E. I have no idea. I think with names this ambiguous, it's going to be tough. Like, let's just look into exactly what a purchasing process is going to be like for a parent. They're going to come in and go, oh, my kid wants some Xbox X or something, and the Christmas temp who's working behind the counter is just going to be like, oh, we've got pre-owned Xbox One X's in the back, and the parent's going to go, great, that sounds like a good deal, and they're going to buy it, and it's going to be all tears and confusion, and it's gonna be awful. But anyways, on to the next comment. Sean McGlynn gave us a breath of fresh air when he said, it all depends on what games are going to be available on the console. It can be the best design, but without games, what's the point? Now, I will admit I have been kind of going on about the design, but really that's because that's all we have to go on at the moment. I mean, it's hype time for a new console. Seeing what it looks like is one of the cool parts of a new console coming out. However, I do agree entirely, it is all about the games at the end of the day. We don't really know a lot about games that are coming out for it. I think there's like 2 or 3 that have been announced announced so far. However, with the inclusion of the thousands of backwards compatible games and the flurry of games that are surely going to be announced in 2020, I think that the most exciting times are definitely ahead as far as like launch information goes. But yeah, I totally agree. A bad looking console with good games will sell way better than a great looking console with awful games. And speaking of breaths of fresh air, LeJugablanche chimed in by saying, do we really need the next gen so soon? This really resonated with me because it feels like we're just kind of like getting in the Xbox One kind of prime. I think it's maybe because I spent so much time kind of faffing about with the 360 that I just kind of missed this generation a bit. Like, I still play the Xbox One, but I've put way more time into my 360. It feels as if this generation has just kind of slipped by, especially because Xbox One launched with such big controversies and there have been new consoles kind of scattered throughout the life cycle, like different incremental updates and things. So it never really felt for me as though we were like right in the thick of the Xbox One generation. So it's a bit odd for a new one to be coming out now. But still, I welcome a new generation. I suppose it's because games are becoming more demanding and more ambitious, and so because of that, it means that the hardware has to kind of scale to fit every now and then. So hopefully we'll get to see some games really take advantage of the new console's features, and also that the console will be nice and easy to develop for. I suppose that's the main thing. Anyways, thank you very much to everybody who left comments and voted and stuff. It makes these type of videos so much fun to make. I absolutely love community day videos. They pretty much are the staple on the channel these days. Now, speaking of videos, I also have two other videos coming up that I'm really excited about. They're both like rendered today and ready to go. So over the next like 2 weeks, I'll be putting those out, and there's just going to be loads of cool Xbox stuff coming up on the channel. So hopefully you guys enjoy. If you want to stay up to date with what I'm doing, then follow any of the social links that are coming up on screen now. I'm pretty active on social media, and I'm definitely active in my Discord as well. So if you want to chat with me about anything Xbox related or YouTube related or just anything in general, then just feel free to drop me a message on any of those links. Now, another thing that I absolutely love doing is streaming. I've been streaming a lot on Mixer over the last like month or so, and I'm really getting into the swing of it. We have a community Minecraft server with a bunch of people on the Discord. We all hang out and like build stuff, and we mine for stuff. And it's just, it's loads of fun. It's Minecraft. I mean, I don't need to sell Minecraft. It's just loads of fun. But yeah, if that sounds like something you're into, then make sure to follow me on Mixer. Anyways, thank you very much for watching this video, and I'll see you guys next time.